Yo, what up? This is your all shook up. Just gonna show you guys ESO settings and keybinds for controller. I'm on PC. This will work on console. If you have a controller, this is definitely for you. I don't play keyboard and mouse. Fortunately, I'm just no good. But also, I'm gonna show you some video settings, some other settings. There's a keybind that you really want to switch. We'll get that. I'll let you guys know towards the end of the video. First, I'm gonna get through all these other different settings, and then we'll go over why that keybind is important to switch. It's, it makes a huge difference. And then if I miss anything, or you guys have any ideas, what you think is the best settings or what you think, leave it in the comment section. I would love to learn. Obviously, sharing feedback and stuff, that's crucial. We could all learn together. So let's definitely get into this. Video settings, it's all preference, obviously. I have a 360 hertz monitor, 1440p, so I got everything maxed out, man. I got the highest, pretty much almost the highest in stuff I can get. So that's all preference. But audio, I don't really like having the music just because I got either other music going on or I'm either watching a podcast, or you guys know how it is, especially if you're on PC, you're always doing something else besides playing the game, watching streams and stuff. So this is pretty much what I got. Gameplay. There's a crucial settings in here. Obviously, this other stuff like templates and stuff like this. I don't use the vibration. I'll have that off. I have gamepad on. I don't really have this on. I have most of this off. Normal, I always have that. Clues on. One thing I have off is I don't have myself preventing, because if I do vampire, I need to be able to, kill, or even sometimes I just go around the town for one of the guilds. You go around assassinating people. But ground abilities, this one I would recommend on. It's automatic, but I believe it's either off or on automatic, but I would turn it on. This is an important setting in my opinion. Champion autocast, that's up to you. You could have it on or off, but personally I like it on. Let him do his own thing. Consolidate area loot on. Auto off, because you know how that is. You're always stealing. Prevent on, because I hate stealing. If you spend money on this game like I do, you definitely want this on. Loot history on, and I used gold purchase. We'll get into the controller settings after, because there's one that's super important that I definitely want to go a little bit more over with you guys. Camera, so invert off, shake all the way down, camera sensitivity off. This is your first person FOB. I don't really use first person. This, I would turn this all the way first person on or off. That I don't really use this, but the third person, this is kind of how I have it centered. So a lot of people, I know, in my opinion, this helps me track enemies and how distance and how far I am from the camera to the, so how wide I can see, kind of like my field of view. You know what I mean? Well, it says right there, third person field of view. But this, I don't have it on the widest settings, but I also don't have it on the most. It's like, if you're playing a different game and it's like, let's say 120 is most, I'm at like 107. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I always play, is around that. So that's for the camera. My opinion, that's a little important. Interface, not so much. It's kind of what you're seeing, Quest tracker, I have it on. This is all kind of preference. Chat bubble off. You could have this on, especially if you're like one of those people that, definitely like to not have to look to the side of the screen and it just pops up. I personally have it off. On, off, on, right? Nameplates, I personally have them on. I know some people will have theirs on. I don't. I just don't want to see my name over my head. Group members, always targeted. Always targeted, never disabled, always targeted. Health bar on, center on, damage indicator on, frame border on, never disabled, always, never disabled, injured. So a lot of these, if you read them friendly, these are all preferences, but I I'm just going through them just to let you guys see, just in case you wanted to copy your new player. You're like, hey, I'll just copy this guy for now. You could just put these down, and most of them come like this, so you don't really have to change them. But this is all kind of preference. I don't think this would really affect your ability to play the game. And then social, large text, I'm blind. Also, HUD chat, I have off. Profanity filter off, because you could send me whatever. You could literally tell me anything you want in this game. I will never report you for your speech, because I'm not that kind of guy. Like, I don't get hurt feelings ever. Matter of fact, if you guys actually watch my stream, sometimes I'll be capping on myself. It's just that it's funny, like, to hear people talk smack to me, especially if they whisper me, man. I love it. It's like, sometimes they make me laugh a lot, and I'm just one of those people where I like to joke a lot. So you should go to E-Man stream. You'll see. It's funny. Righty. So all this is just, not that important. Now, combat's a little bit more important now. So personally, this is how I like to run it. Ability bars always show. But now I also have add-ons, so this can change. But so if you don't have a certain add-on, ability bar timers, you want on. I don't have it on because I'm running an add-on. Right? And I can always do a separate video about add-ons and stuff for specifically PC players. And if console gets the same add-ons, then we can go back over this and do this. Automatic numbers and percentages do not show me combat tips. Ultimate number, yes. Appear anonymously, no. I'm not trying to hide. I don't really care. On for combat text, outgoing on, outgoing damage on, because I need to see damage over time. Outgoing healing, I need to see all this, right? This is important. Now, outgoing pet damage, I don't really run pets, but this is probably important to be on. But I have add-ons that actually show me all this. But if I didn't have add-ons, I would probably turn those on. Incoming damage on. Especially because you need to see what's happening to your player, right? So it definitely, and then show overhealing on. That's important. Now, this is, you want all this on, right? If you don't have this enabled through add-ons, this you definitely want on. So right now I have it off, but I would turn this on, turn this on, this on, this on, this on. So it's off for me because I have add-ons, but I'm just trying to help you guys out on console. Or if you don't have add-ons, I would recommend turning this on, most definitely. So let's get into, so the accessibilities. So I also have, the problem is I'm on PC, so a lot of this wouldn't apply to me. But if you're on console and you don't have add-ons, I'd recommend, looking at these and turning them on and kind of feeling what you think is right. Just because when I didn't have add-ons, it's weird because I don't know if console actually has this. This all depends on, because I could have a settings mode where if I do this, now I have a whole different look, settings. So this is all similar thing, right? Same thing is console, but just in PC form. So interface, this would be the reason I'm doing the other way and not this way, because I notice that most people play with controller and like this format, but I could always go into that if you guys want and you guys have any, suggestions. But let's get into the most important keybind in this game. It is switching let's get into it. So let's go to the combat, the controllers. This I just really wanted to explain this to you guys a little bit more in detail. So now I'm on Steam. So if you're on Steam, and I didn't know you could actually switch it in this. I just found out because I wanted to make this video, and I wanted to see if you can actually do this inside the game, which you can, which is actually great. So now what I would do is this right here. The reason why is if I switch it in the game now, then it messes up my Steam, and then I got to go fix everything. But weapon swap, you want to switch this with R3. You want to bar swap with R3. You do not want to have to keep taking your finger off of the analogs to bar swap. This is the most important settings. And you say, well, I like to crouch. Put crouch on your down, and then put, because no one uses first person view anyway, right? Unless you're like, that's kind of what you like to do. You put that on your left D-pad, right? This, you have to switch to R3. It is so crucial. It is crucial. That is one of the most things for your keybinds, is to switch this to R3. So if you switch it to R3, I'll show you an example. So if I had to switch, let's say I'm fighting this thing, right? And I need to bar swap. You see how easy I'm still able to target, right? But now if you're trying to switch, like, then you have to take your finger off of the thing, right? So in my opinion, this setting gets overlooked by a lot. You want to be able to weapon swap with R3, right? Because if you could weapon swap with R3, you could still look around, right? And I'm playing on a scuff controller, so I weapon swap with R3, and one of my back buttons is dizzy swing. So I could always lock on with that dizzy swing. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, what I would do is I would weapon swap with R3, and I don't even have a first person view. I crouch with see how I don't even take my finger. I'm not even taking, look, I could crouch without taking my finger off the analogs too, by having it on down. So personally, I would switch that to R3. If you guys have any questions, that's how I've been playing. I haven't seen anybody really have an updated settings and keybinds video, so hopefully this gets out to you guys. I definitely appreciate the subs and the likes. We could definitely help out people and kind of get them to see newer players, because I think a lot of newer players, they just struggle with being able to understand the settings and all this. There's so much in this game, and so this is just a basic layout. If you guys have not already switched yours to R3, your weapon swap, that's what I would do. And if you're new and you found this helpful, great. I'm just here trying to help you guys out, trying to get you guys in on what I've been doing, and I definitely appreciate the support. I definitely can't thank you guys enough for all your guys' support. So yeah, definitely appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Out.